Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to your doom. And when to talk about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very, very, very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. You got to wear tattoos, you wear shades, you wear your hat backwards. You just basically fit in with everybody else. If you're religious, you shouldn't watch my motherfucking videos. You got that? Now, if you want a clear explanation on why I don't want the general masses of asses or sheeps to slaughter to follow my videos or watch my videos, is because you are biased. You are a biased bigot. Most of you are beta trolls and feminazis. I do not care about your emotions. I go strictly on logic and common sense. That's why. Most people don't have it. I'm a Gen X. Yes, you are correct. An indigo child. Higher than an alpha and higher than a sigma. Yeah, I'm boasting about that shit. Yeah. But there is no alphas and sigmas or indigos out there or like that. Besides me, because I'm an indigo. I used to say before, I don't have sins and I am not a sinner. I have sins. I make mistakes. You know, I'm going to retract and say that. Everybody sins, but if you keep sinning and you don't learn from the sin, then you're a sinner. I am not a sinner. All right, there we go. Because everybody's born in sin. Okay? I just want to make that terminology very clear because people think they're imperfect when they get into this world, but people make mistakes. Animals make mistakes, okay? But anyway, I digress here. This video is going to be about one-sided stories. Ignore all people who make judgment biased against anyone without hearing the other side of the story. Like I said before, I told people to stop talking about Donald Trump. You don't know him personally. I encountered so many people who hate certain people, but they don't know them personally. So you gotta shut the fuck up. Don't say shit. If you hear something in the news, there is two sides of the story. This is very, very, very important. Even the devil, you don't know the devil. You don't even know God. You gotta see two sides of the motherfucking story. You can't just say someone's right and someone's wrong unless they hear two sides of the story. Remember this very clear, that most people are very emotional. They tend to gravitate towards the general masses emotions. And this is how society is ruled, okay? Marketing techniques are used because the coy people who are low-minded and they're low-frequency vibrational, and they can't get out of it. They just like to fit in with other people. People love validation. They dance around, they herky-jerky, and they show off. Now, you have to be careful with this now. Sometimes some people are natural-born entertainers, and they deserve that, so-called attention. But all attention breeds some sort of chaos somewhere. Somebody's bound to get you. Somebody's bound to hate on you. Someone's bound to sue you. You get what I'm saying? Especially the gold-digging e-feminist out there, okay, But please understand this. Whenever you have a conversation and someone talks about the devil, God, or even Donald Trump or anything like that, just ask them, do you know that person personally? They say, no, but I feel... And your feelings, fuck your feelings. You don't know the person personally. You get what I'm saying? And I keep telling people all the time, you can get sued for that. And another lesson in this video is that defamation of character is a big business. This is why I wish a motherfucker would try to sue me and shit like that, but I'll get the money. I'll reverse it. It's called reverse suing. If someone tries to fuck up your character, they're suing you because they hate you. They don't know anything about you. This is what's going on in society. People shut people's mouths up because people don't like what the fuck they're hearing from someone's mouth because they don't know them personally or their background. So you sue someone by doxing someone. That's your first mistake. And then defamation character comes into play. I haven't ran across it though, but I've seen people talk about me. But when people start coming and hating my way, then I know I can sue the person who caused me damages, okay? But you got to make sure keep track of the people who's doing it. You can sue a lot of people, okay? A lot of times the cancel culture be suing people at the same time, but there's really like a minute type of reason, for, hey, turn it down. A minute reason, a reasonable, logical reason. It's just about money. It's like Michael Jackson when the boys, he was messing with the boys, and some of the boys was like, yo, my mother's was all about the money. All about the money, honey. It's all about the Benjamins. And so this is why it's very important to ignore people or stay away from people. This is why I do not socialize, because as soon as I hear a construct in their mind and you can't change it, or they don't have, let's say you had, the conversation goes like this. Oh, I hate Donald Trump, okay? Oh, I hate this person. I say, okay, give me a reason why. Okay, valid point. Okay, you don't like this because this person sounds, and he says, okay. But then I'll ask the question like, okay, what if the person has a point? Do you know the person personally? Like, I don't care, but as soon as they say I don't care, okay, or something like I don't want to hear his side of the story, okay, or when you try to reach out to that person's mind and I say, why don't you reach out to that person to get the understanding of why they think that way? Okay, they won't hear it because they're too emotional, man. That's why I try to stay away from people as much as I can. That's all I really got to say in this video, guys. Defamation of character is real and it's always ongoing. That's if it wasn't for America's great diversity and flexibility through capitalism, America will fall. We will not be able to defend ourselves with our weapons, our Second Amendments, or our freedom of choice and freedom of speech. All this shit will be in the trash. No country has the Constitutional Bill of Rights. It doesn't have it. Because it's very important. All right. And then it's very important to basically try to stay away from very liberal, emotional people. There's a good side of a liberal and there's a bad side of a liberal. The good side of liberal is the liberal arts, in which basically you care to disagree to agree. You okay. But the bad side of liberalism is the far leftist, social justice warriors, in which they infringe upon your rights. Okay. There's a form of tyranny. That is the cancel culture. They create these things so they can have more problems in society instead of being at peace with themselves. All right. There's two sides to each coin. There's two sides of the evil. Sometimes some people are vigilantes, like Batman. He is basically a vigilante, producing justice out of his own hands, just like that movie called Law-Abiding Citizen. Sometimes you have to do evil in order to get things done. Just like religion. Religion is a great evil for a greater good. Please understand this. There's two sides of the coin of everything. All right, even on chaos. Sometimes some chaos need to happen in order for certain things to happen. The pathology is very clear and very simple. But understand this, defamation of character and also bigotry is real. And this is why a majority of the people in the world are bigots or biased. Okay, you can feel a certain way. If you legit and say, I feel this person, it's okay to feel that way. But once you take action to try to shut someone down, or you try to convince too many people, like, okay, you can feel this way any kind of way you want. But if this person has power and you don't have that much power, you just influenced the media, okay? And you know who have more control over the media, okay? It's not black people, okay? It's not minorities, okay? It's Jewish people and Caucasian people who have control of that. And whenever you see a puppet who's put in place, a Jewish person hire that person to do something, then you already know they still are in power. It's not a black person or a Jewish person. I mean, it's not a black person or an Asian person controlling most of the media. Okay, we know this. I just had an argument with some guy telling me, oh, how blacks do this, all is more than this. I'm like, dude, stop it. They're only 13% of the population. There's nothing they can do that is more than anything of the cracker. Okay, so please stop it. Okay, I don't care what you per capita. I looked up per capita. It's per individual. Okay, no. Blacks are not more prone to do criminal. Okay, if they do criminal things, they get caught and thrown in jail. But when white people do things, they're more likely to get away with it or a pat on the back. So we know that's a fact, right? All right, okay, just like they say when women are prettier, they don't usually serve the same times as men do. They could do the same crime, but they don't do the same time. So be careful, guys. Okay, all right. Other than that, that's all I really got to say, guys. This is all unscripted. I love you all, but I hate the many of you. I love animals more than humans, but I don't fuck the animals. And so, I'm saying, I'm not your average man. Your Peter Pan. You okay, baby? You ready to go out to get something to eat? You like that toy, that milky toy? Yeah. All right. Okay, send it through the Amazon, okay? Amazon, send me a picture of it, okay? You know how to take a picture, screenshot now here? Okay, all right. Peace.